times it appears that we're reaching a period when our senses and our minds will no longer respond to moderate stimulation.
Good morning, welcome back to the Alpha Cave. It is 10 a.m. here and I gotta get ready for my online class, which is what I'm doing here. See if any students log on today. Today I'm gonna talk to you about what my recent activity on Robinhood. And you know, lately if you listen to everybody seems to have different opinions about what's going on with the stock market. People are telling you pull your money out, put it all cash. Some people are telling you invest heavily right now. And really, who really knows? Experts are saying two opposite things, so who really knows? But what you do know is there's a clear history of the stock market getting through tough times. So you know that when there's a drop, it's always gonna come back up. Now, how long is that gonna take? Nobody knows. So in this video today, I'm gonna show you my activity on Robinhood, which has been over the past about month and a half, has been quite a bit of activity. Since March 20, I've put in $1,900 that I've invested, most of which I've used to average down the stocks I already owned. And then I also used about 500 of those dollars to day trade, and I've made some money day trading. I'm gonna explain to you about those two. But first, let me get this workout in, then I'll get back to you all. So instead of buying myself $3 Bang energy drink cans every day, I decided to buy this pre-workout, this Bang pre-workout, and see if it works just as good. It has 350 milligrams of caffeine per scoop, so that should be enough. We'll see how it works. I'll let you all know. Got some new equipment for the home gym. Shout out to Peter for giving me these adjustable dumbbells, 25 pounds and 60 pounds. And then I got myself this pretty big mirror here. Every home gym needs one of these things. Gotta make sure your form is on point. Also started using this pull-up bar with these bands right here. Actually, you can do a lot of exercise with these. You can probably hit every part of your upper body using this. Your biceps, your triceps, your chest, your back. Using this little contraption right here pretty much takes care of all your upper body. So I'm gonna be showing you on the video a screen recording of my Robinhood account and my history. So like I told you, I put in $1,900 since March 20th. And that wasn't all at once. That was, let me go here, transfers. March 20th, I put in $500. March 25th, I put in 500 more. Then April 1st, I put a $200 deposit. April 20th, I put another $200 deposit. And then April 27th, I put in $500 more. So what I've done with those 1,900 for the most part is spread them out over the stocks I already owned. Because I still believe in those stocks, even though basically all of them have taken a hit with this period of time. I still believe in those stocks, so it's a good time, in my opinion, to load up and average down all those stocks you already own. So basically my orders since March 20th have been, March 20th, I bought $105 worth of Halliburton, which was 20 shares. I bought 20 shares of Halliburton at $5.28, which is probably the lowest it's been in forever. Also on March 20th, I bought 6 shares of SCHB just to average down. I bought them at $57.28, and that did bring down my average cost. My average cost for SCHB was brought down to $76.73. That's what I'm at right now. And I bought those at $57.28. Then on March 20th also, I bought 2 shares of XLF at $19.76, which is pretty good. Also brought down my average of those. March 20th, then I bought 3 more shares of Halliburton with the extra money I had at $5.28 also. Then on March 25th, that second deposit, I bought 2 shares on March 25th. I bought NRZ. I bought 82 NRZ stocks at $5.82, which was a real good price. If you look at where they've been over the past year, even over the past 5 years, they've been way over that. So I thought it was a good opportunity. And then on March 26th, I bought more NRZ. I bought 6 more at $5.70. March 25th, I bought ECC, Eagle Point Credit. I bought 3 shares at $7.36, which added to my already existing ECC shares. So now I own a total of 19 shares of ECC at an average cost of $14.11. On March 26th, I bought 1 share of VOC with extra cash I had lying around. March 27th, I bought 9 shares of VOC at $1.54. That one gave a good dividend. Right now, I don't know how much dividend is giving, but I'm sure it's not as good as before. Like NRZ, also the reason I bought it because it was giving a 50-cent dividend per share, and now it's down to 5 cents of dividend per share. March 31st, I bought 4 more shares of NRZ at $5.53, which brought my total ownings of NRZ to 93 shares at an average cost of $5.78. But if you look at the last 5 years, it's consistently been within the $11 to $16, $17, $18 range. So hopefully it gets back to where it used to be, and I'm gonna keep averaging down those. In April, I had a lot of activity in April. I bought, which I continue to do more, I bought a new share that I didn't have at the time. I bought DFEN. I bought, it's aerospace and defense, and I bought 24 of those at an average cost of $8.27. And then I added 1 more of those at $8.27. April 2nd, I added 1 more of those at $8.13. And then I bought more NRZ. I bought 1 NRZ. I bought 1 VOC. I bought a couple more Halliburton shares with extra cash I had lying around there. Since I could buy fractional shares now, I've been buying through dollar amounts instead of number of shares. I've been buying through dollar amounts. I bought $200 worth, which came out to about 3 shares of SCHB on April 24th. And then I bought CPRX, $500 worth. I took a loss and I sold them. And then with that same money, I bought $486.29 worth of WPX, which I then sold for a profit. I profited about $93 from that sale on March 1st. I sold 100 shares of WPX, which was my first day trade. Basically, I owned it for a few days, but I call it a day trade because that 500 was initially set up just to day trade. So I bought WPX, traded it a few days later with a $93 gain. And then that money that I got from WPX, I saved the profits, which I still have, and I put $500 on APA today. And that gave me about 45 shares of APA, and I'm planning on selling that real soon too, maybe today, later on. But that's my plan for right now. That's my history, that's what I've done, and that's what I plan to do. I plan to keep that $500 free all the time to day trade stocks. The rest, as I go, putting more money in, and I should be getting a check from Trump. I still haven't got a $1,200 check from Trump yet. I don't even know if I'm getting it, but I should be getting that check, and I am gonna average down these stocks that I own, maybe add a few more that I believe in. But right now, my basic goal, since all the shares I own are still down, is to average them all down so that when the economy recovers, I'm set in a good position to profit. That's basically the plan for now, guys. I'd say continue averaging down your stocks, continue investing at a good time right now. It's a good time to buy, so continue doing that. I've always said that if you're trying to save money for the long term, maybe for retirement or for 20 years down the road or anything like that, it's better to invest your money. And the reason is because if you're afraid to take risks because you say, look at what happened now, you lost some money. well, then you're not gonna make as much money as you can. If you have your money lying in a savings account, that's not gonna build up as much money as it can as if you have it invested. And you might say, well, look at the stock market right now. Didn't you lose a lot of money? And you don't lose money until you sell your shares. So I don't need this money right now. This money's put away, and I know that the economy will recover, whether it's in 10 years, whether it's in less time than that. Hopefully it's gonna recover, and that money will be worth even more than your money that might be sitting in a savings account right now. Like I said, I had my money in Robinhood. I had a certain amount invested into the savings portion of Robinhood, which used to give you 1.8% return on your money just for having it in the savings. Because of all this stuff that happened, Robinhood dropped that interest rate down to 0.3%. So it doesn't mean no good to have that money sitting there in the savings account. So what I did was I invested that. It was $2,000 that I had sitting in the savings account. So what I did was I invested that $2,000 and kept adding more money into Robinhood. I've always said in the past to invest your money, but now more than ever, I think is the perfect opportunity to invest. People might see the economic downturn as something bad and might use that to tell you, see, that's why you shouldn't invest your money. That's why it's safer to have it in a savings account. That's not how I see it. I don't need this money anytime soon. So really, I'm not losing cash. I'm not losing cash. Now, if you were to tell me that you were to need your money, in a few years, maybe to pay for school, to pay for a car, to pay for something, then I wouldn't ask you to invest that money. I would say the best thing to do is in that case is to put it in a savings account. But if you're saving money just to gain wealth, I would say the better thing to do is to put it into the stock market, put it into maybe something a little safer if you want to, but to invest it, not to have it sitting around there, not building any wealth for you. That's the best thing to do. I know everybody's circumstances are different. Maybe you need money for the short term. Investing might not be your thing. Then you might want to look for a savings account. But right now, it's really hard to find one that gives you a high interest rate return on your money. But for everybody else that doesn't need the money now, that is looking more towards the future for retirement, or maybe for a long-term goal to buy a home when you're older or something, right now is the perfect opportunity to invest. And you got to be careful what you invest in, but you do got to do your research. Because look at today, for example, Warren Buffett, I think it was yesterday, Warren Buffett basically sold all his airline stocks. He said that this virus is going to change the way the world is. And he said that the first thing that's going to change is the way people travel. So he sold all his airline stocks, and today the airlines just plummeted more than before. So you do got to do your research. It might look like a good deal to buy some airline stocks, but I don't know about that right now. So you got to do your research. What I'm doing is I'm going with these companies that are well known, that are going to recover from this. They were doing well before the coronavirus, so they will do well after the coronavirus. And companies that won't go bankrupt. So the bigger companies that you think that won't go bankrupt, that's what I'm looking into right now. I'm not gonna go with these smaller companies, these penny stocks that I used to like to do. Maybe right now is not the perfect opportunity, because it's gonna be hard for those smaller companies to actually stay afloat during a time like this. Some of they might not be having as much work to do, not as much production, not as much demand for their product. So I'm staying away from those penny stocks right now. I'm looking to invest heavily into those discounted, well-known big companies.
Are you just a regret? Are you always upset?